I'm BoboTheVulture. You guys already knew. 6-7 minutes. There we go. And we are 6 to 7 minutes into a stream of GameCorp DX, or GameCorp, or the GameCores. There's no S. And I'm halfway through a mug of tea here. But let's continue the game, because I believe we were on a quest to create the near-perfect game. Yeah, near-perfect game, and we have... Let's just take a quick pause here. We'll take a look at what's going on. What a quest indeed. I'm going to call it Player Unknown Battlegrounds. Grimmeth has stopped hosting you. Alright, let's take a look at the current projects here, though. Yes. The Jack Blobbing Files is in post-production, and it's nearing completion. It looks like it might get us to 10,000 quality. It's at 9,800, but it doesn't have much left to go in terms of, you know, bits and pieces. In terms of actual progress left that can be done on it. So let's close that panel. Let's, just in case, is there anybody that still needs training? No workers are available to train. Everybody knows fully what it is that they need to do. Are there any workers that have negative traits left? Nope. No workers that have negative traits left. So basically at this point, I think we were just waiting to see how that game ended up, because we might finish it this month. Everybody's hard at work. We'll certainly get these micro games done. There it is, it's over 10,000. Our near perfect game will be the Jack Blobbing Files. So after that, I don't know how many we have one more task to complete after that. So this may turn out to be a real sort session. Way to speak, Bobo. The Jack Blobbing Files. Achievement unlocked, the Pareto Principle. By the way, guys, just from this stream, I've already gotten, I don't know, a dozen, maybe a dozen-ish achievements that I'm sure are littering my Steam inbox with stickers or trophies or whatever the hell. Let's go ahead and publish the Jack Blobbing Files, though. We have $96 million. We should be able to give this a large advertising campaign. Although that by itself costs 19 million. Like, you are streaming this on a netbook. Yes, that is an amazing achievement. I don't want to see any not stars here. Thank you for having no not stars. This is the kind of game that for years from now, people will remember and play. Apparently like GameCorp DX, because I don't imagine this is a brand new game. It's games like these that make me love my job even more. The Jack Blobbing Files is excellent, and its excellency should be celebrated. Yes, I do like the... That's nice, Grimmett, to imagine that the audience cheering sounds are for urging this netbook on. Studio behind the Jack Blobbing Files have done an excellent job. Oh, you can't name me by name, VGN. It's one of the best studios in the industry, and the Jack Blobbing Files proves why that is. Oh. Alright. Now we have to get out a broom and win all of the awards in a year. Well, let's take a look. How long until the Video Game Awards? Montreal office is full, time to relocate. We already did that, didn't we? Yes, we are in San Fran. Rival Studios opened. Award ceremony will be held in a month. New studios are open. Let's Dream Station Wagons 3 got archived, that's too bad. And now there's literally like millions of dudes all just not doing anything. How many of them have negative traits that we can eliminate? Nobody has negative traits anymore. We've managed to re-educate everyone. Alright then. Let's not sit on our laurels then. We just did the horror game Jack Blobbing Files, which yes, has completely eliminated all interest in the horror genre because basically I guess everybody can't imagine that that would ever be topped. Role-playing, though. I think a large role-playing game sounds like it would be something that people would get behind. Wait, but we don't want to call it Challenge Pixel. I'm sorry, guys. I forgot that you have to name the thing right there. My sword is a gun. Everyone can get behind my sword is a gun. Now then, we have the best of everything here. Alright, we have one of each. Now we have another one of each. Actually, Will H is not fully trained yet. That's downright startling. I mean, he's near perfect, but he's not perfect. Seems like we have a lot more writers here than coders. What's that all about? Where are my coders? They're down here. Let's see. How many writers do we have right now? We have, let's see, 3, 4 writers. So we need 5 writers because we need one of everything. Well, we need 4 of everything, right? Sounds fair. Oh, the writers are shitty. Maybe I'll just leave it to the artists that we have. Let's see, we have 2 sound guys, 3 sound guys, 4 sound guys. I may be overthinking this. Let's see, 2, 3, 4. Well, we need another sound engineer, and we need... Let's get another great writer. And... you are no good. You guys are no good at what you do, so don't tag along for this. Alright, so I have 5 of those guys. Well, I'm missing a sound person, right? The hell, it really doesn't matter, does it? I'm just trying to make the best game ever again. Let's go ahead and get everybody on it using the best tools. Sword is a gun. And while we're at it, let's start making some micro games too. No, actually, we have enough. We have enough spare people around to make a medium-sized game. Actually, no. Let's make micro games to train our men. Because we still have some guys that don't have the best levels of skill. Hey, Leonardo. And the puzzle Sure, it can be pain birds, why not? And let's get things rolling. That should leave pretty much everybody with some work to do, right? Although, these guys don't all meet at once, so there's that. Let's publish Swinging from Vines. It's a 100 level adventure game. Let's give it... I mean, does it really matter? We can give everything a large budget at this point. We have the money for it. Hey, Zerf. How's PUBG doing? Hey, everybody's here, man. Yeah, okay, so yes, 100 games. Behind in the archives of this. Last time you saw was 9 desks. Well, it's okay. We've gone a few studios from there. I think we're in San Francisco now. Okay, so those guys are all done. Let's go ahead and get them started on another project. How big was that project? Was it medium? Is there a chance that we could make something in medium styles? There we go. Blindfolded gun assembly. Oh man, destroy causality with self-references. That would be good, except, as I think I may have noted before, there is no sports genre under the project manager here. Even though sports games are probably one of the more profitable segments that, you know, games get made out of, because they just crank out a new one every year. I mean, oftentimes they will need a license, but those are all managed costs. Blindfolded gun assembly simulator. Oh, we only have 3 guys, so... never mind. Actually, clearly this just means I have the wrong number of people overall. Yeah, I'm missing 1 person. Do I have an empty desk? I don't have an empty desk, do I? How did I end up with such a strange organization of people here? Oh, you aren't even fully trained, Mark C. Well, that explains that part at least. Do we have anybody else that still needs training? No specialists are available to train. Well, cool. So if that is true, then let's go sell this terminal and put a desk in there so we can have a new guy. Where's the build? There you are. Build command. When I say build, I really mean don't build. But you understand, right? Okay. This is, yes, workstation. Let's not make that mistake as we have a million times before. Yeah, we are missing an artist. I mean, we're not missing an artist, you know what I mean. Let's see, any of you guys have any built-in artistic skill? Leon, you kinda do. Although you have some bad habits we'll have to get rid of. Let's do that first. It's too bad we can't have him in multiple VR rooms at once, removing multiple traits. But yes, that said, we need a new project, and we will go ahead and make it a micro game because that's the number of guys we have hanging around. We want to make sure that we get the award for number of trash games, or overall number of projects released in a year. My Sword is Gun and Pain Birds will both come out at the same time, so I could get those teams melded together later to put together like a small game instead of a micro game if we really wanted to get things really rolling. So yes, I was going to make blindfolded gun assembly, the exciting new sim. We'll go ahead and get Peter and Jimmy working on these. Project doesn't have enough tables. We need a room. We need a desk with 2 slots. Okay. We could just have you guys wait around. I don't think I have any more room in this office. Don't think I am able to expand. Yeah. Everything outside here is red. I can't build anymore. It is not part of my turf. Which is going to get to be a real problem because I don't see then how I'm going to be able to hire everybody to move into another larger office than this. I could have sworn there was a larger office than this. One team can work over here by the inspirational sculpture. This was a desk for planting things, right? Yes, there. You all happy now? Okay, one guy is over here talking to himself. That project's gonna get done real quick. Nice try, Frankie. Get back to learning. And the game is frozen. Yes, there we go. Here you match your marketing budget with the game quality. Dumping loads of money onto a subpar game will not help. Well, we'll see about that. Oh, and Gunrunner is completed. I really should publish that, huh? $5 may be a lot for this. It really brings nothing new to the table. $5 isn't a lot for anything. Come on now. $5 might have been a lot for GameCorp DX, but I'm honestly getting enjoyment out of this, and hopefully you are too. So in that sense, no, it's fine. I think there's really something to be said for games that don't require a lot of system resources and are just fairly simple and straightforward. Now then, do I wait for Pain Birds to get done and start those guys on a slightly larger game? Yeah, maybe. Nobody needs anything new to learn. Nobody has any negative traits that they need removed. I'll just let you guys hang out until Pain Birds' art is complete. Then you guys can all get together and work on some kind of exciting project. Well, hopefully you all have skills that align, and if you don't, well, fine. I wasted a little bit of your time. Granted, the way this game works, that means it's like a month of your time, but whatever. Go Bananas. Banana Peeling Simulator 3 has been archived. Blindfolded Gun Assembly was not a good game. I am not going to advertise Blindfolded Gun. I know I was saying that it sounds like quitter talk and that we'll never know unless we try giving these terrible games lots of advertising revenue, but no. That game got a score of 58. Those guys are terrible. And they should feel terrible. Wow, 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 yeah! Alright. Blindfolded Gun Assembly is just plain awful. I don't understand what was going on in the devs' heads. Wow, they got that done fast, though. I will give them that. I just assigned that game. You guys are something else. Well, let's start a small game then. What is the market really crying out for? It's still crying out for role-playing. Painbirds theoretically should have killed the interest in this, in the genre of puzzles, but if it hasn't, nope. I can't make Chickadee China the Chinese checkers, as I was so hoping to do. You know how long that game takes to beat? It takes 2 weeks. Alright. Alright, we're gonna make a puzzle game called Different Colored Stones. People will like it. We do have a coder, an artist, a sound person, and a writer. They're not all the best, but we have all of them. They have the best tools. Oh, Painbirds isn't released yet. No wonder people still want puzzle games. Oh well. Seems like Different Colored Stones is actually going to be a terrible failure, but that's perfectly fine. Here, you get a small budget. Why not? Word effects are very good. Do your best to earn them. Sure. Gotcha. Well, it's gonna have to be a micro game though, because our latest art hire here is still working out. Here, you work on the code and the art. You work on the sound and the writing, because you guys need the most work. Chris Y is already almost. So, strangely enough, that means I'm just going to leave him sitting around. Oh, hang on. You still have a negative trait, Leon. We don't tolerate those here. As half the team is just sort of sitting around taking a break because they're not involved in one particular meeting. Everybody fans out. Made a lot of money that year, or that quarter. It's funny how everybody who's arriving early are the people who apparently are currently not assigned to a task because they're waiting to get into a production meeting for my sword as a gun. They get there bright and early to sit on their asses and fall asleep at their desks. How many folks out there can fall asleep at their desks? I have to say, I'm not especially great at falling asleep sitting up. Gotcha! That got done quick. I will give them that. Yeah, they're gonna be what they are. Let's start another micro game with those guys. Adventure game. Something like The Road to Des Moines. We'll work on sound and on writing. Actually, no, you will work on sound and art. You will work on art and writing. You will work on sound and coding, because you are the guys that need the most work. Peter M is already starting to probably Peter Molyneux. I don't know. Starting to already shape up to be a reasonably good guy. Although wait, if we've got all these guys sitting around, Peter M is out now. Why don't we make a small game? Road to Des Moines can be a small size adventure. Small styles. We have a coder. We have an artist. We have a sound guy. And we have a writer. They're not all the best at their respective genres, but it's the only way they're going to get there. Let's accelerate things here. Leon's negative has not been removed yet. Fine. Okay, the award ceremony is coming in 3 months. We probably won't have our new A+ #1 title put together and shipped by then. But it's alright. Figure things out. You need to become an artist, so learn Photoshop. Death Heaven, this is GameCorp DX. Suck it! You don't necessarily have to suck it if you don't want to. But it is GameCorp DX. It's a management sim. It's not especially thorough. Commissioner Slaughter over DX. Well, that's a good upstanding citizen right there. Different colored stones, it looks like, is going to come out before the road to Des Moines. And we are working on the final achievement for the game, which is to win all of the awards in the Super Game 2021 Game Awards. We might have the largest studio. Growing up during the Attitude Era and preferred the classical style. All them rowdy fans pooped everything up. Well, there's something to be said for that, alright? It gets a little irritating to see how smarky everybody gets. Everybody, when I go to a show, and I go to indie shows in the area when I can. They're usually around on like a monthly basis. I still like to cheer for the heroes and boo for the villains, even if the villains are cooler. Oh, laser pointers and trash? No, that's just disrespectful. That's a pretty good game. Let's give it yay much. I feel like they could have done 1,000. You'd get a large ad campaign if it was 1,000. Well, never mind. Apparently this was the perfect game. I really should have given it a better ad campaign than that. You wouldn't cheer for Jake staying over Jake the Snake at a house show? Oh, come on, man. The house show, it's more important. It's a smaller crowd. Let's see. What do we need here? What do we need? What do we need? What do we need? What is a game that would be exciting? Well, it is called Pigs Tycoon. We do need to make a simulation game. Pro Wrestling Booker. There you go. So how much you get me a copy of the movies? Well, I don't make it especially easy for people to just rush out and get me stuff. You know, I don't have a Patreon. I don't have a donation thingamabob. I just let people, you know, get stuff if they want to. Let's see here. Let's put Sid Meier on the sound. Sid Meier, a genius known for his sound in games, right? Well, I mean, I guess people like that that Civ 4 theme. You gotta be sneaky to send him stuff. That's right. You have to you have to gain my personal contact information through the guise of raising money for charity. Is almost done. I don't think my sword as a gun is going to be completed before the... oh, somebody just stopped training. Leon, you still need to learn more. Don't stop training. Boatface presents, or pictures presents. Yeah, no, I remember I've never actually played the movies, but I've seen it, and it did look like it was kind of fun and amusing. I think, yeah, I think I watched one FGF's playthrough of it, and he just sort of stopped playing it at some point, which must be the same frustration that people are feeling right now over my seemingly abandoned a year ago run of Extreme Warfare Revenge, which was a pro wrestling booking sim from like the mid-2000s. I think they've made more recent versions of it, but since they were actually trying to sell it, I don't think they use actual wrestler names in it. And I have, if anybody there is a fan of it, I have made 1 or 2 more episodes of it, but since I hadn't made a bunch of them and I didn't know that I was going to be necessarily playing a ton of it again, I didn't make them public because I didn't want to give people false hope. Like, I finished basically booking up to the next big pay-per-view. They turned into horrible Joan Rivers plastic surgery Kafka monsters. Well, sounds like he could be bad.